Hello friends, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel, Football Therapy, with me, your host, Jan. I hope you're doing well. I really do hope that. Welcome back to Chelsea News. Yes, mate, I'm wearing a Chelsea shirt today. Lovely stuff. Was it the 2003 away kit? And yes, you can probably imagine I've got lamps on the back. Lovely stuff, and it suits the Stamford Bridge studio. Today we're going to talk about some stuff written from Matt Law of The Telegraph, talking about Jude Bellingham, Declan Rice, midfielders, Chelsea's transfer plans moving forward, which of course the January transfer window is but weeks away, 5 weeks away or something, so Chelsea are going to start making moves, making assessments, and Graham Potter would have watched the Chelsea development team play in the Papa John's Trophy against Peterborough's first team, and one boy scoring a 40-yard screamer. We'll talk about that a little bit too, a little bit of an update of Cristiano Ronaldo, etc, etc. Thank you for joining me though, and thank you to those of you who continue to do that strenuous act of clicking the like button. Means a lot. It really does, actually. You're welcome to sub, should you choose to do so. You should hit that sweet, sweet bell, baby. Alright, let's start quickly with this amazing goal. I'm not going to show it because I don't have the rights to show it. Cesar Cassio, of course, the young Italian midfielder that we signed from Inter Milan, has been playing in the development squad for Chelsea while he learns English and gets, you know, this physicality and speed of English football. We've spoken about him quite a little bit on the channel. We've had teenagers integrated into the first team squad already. Those being Amari Hutchison, of course, we're yet to see, but he's been a part of a couple of matchday squads, and Carney Chukwuemeka, who, of course, we have seen. Cesar Cassio has been impressing for the development squad. You'd imagine Graham Potter would have watched this to see some of the players. Chelsea eliminated, I think it's Peterborough, so it's their first team, and it was our under-21s. We eliminated them, and 19-year-old Cesar Cassio scored a 40-yard screamer. Chelsea won 4-2, which is lovely stuff, but yeah, this goal was absolutely sensational, mate. It was just like a sort of majestic soaring rocket. Go seek it out yourself. It's on Sky Sports. Have posted it. This is how good it is. Sky Sports posted it in the time of a World Cup. They're posting Chelsea's development squad goals in the Papa John's Trophy. So, this is precisely the kind of stuff we're lacking. Someone that just have the cojones to be like, yeah, we're playing the game. I'm talented. I'm doing the stuff. I'm being technical. I'm being disciplined. I'm aware of space, occupying areas, but you know what? Hot dog, I'm just going to smash this top bins from 40 yards because YOLO. That's the kind of cojones I want to see. Very, very excited indeed. And yes, brilliant. Let's go check out Cesare's goal, and the future, ladies and gentlemen, is certainly bright. This kind of goes with, Hutchison, like I said, Chukwuemeka, Cassio, Slonina, all these super teenagers, this next gen. This is kind of what we've been pitching to the prodigy Endrick. Like, mate, come and look at this. Look at this team. We're going to build this super team around you, and for the next 10 years, it's just going to be lovely stuff. In theory. Anyway, let's move on. Oh yeah, by the way, I'm not Chelsea related, but of course, alongside the Cristiano Ronaldo story of now being a free agent and looking for a new club, Manchester United are for sale. And guess who's controlling or is in control of selling them? That's right. Rain Group, the Rain Group from New York, that sold Chelsea, which is very, very interesting. Both FSG, Liverpool, and Manchester United have both gone up for sale at the same time. And I think they've done it because they've scoped out that there is a profound interest for buying Premier League clubs at the moment for billions of pounds. And it was Chelsea going up for sale against Abramovich's will, of course. And demonstrated the fact how there is a massive appetite. Billions are being thrown around, and it could be good, it could be bad. Man United fans will of course be very elated. I don't know what it means for the landscape of football. Could it be another state-backed project like Newcastle or Man City? Could it be some of the Americans that we were certainly very afraid of, getting into our club, like the Ricketts or Woody Johnson? Or could it be, Jim Ratcliffe, who tried to buy Chelsea, but is a big Man United fan, who, of course, he's worth like 14 billion. Be very interesting to watch that space. Anyway, we're not talking about that now. I'm going to jump into an article from Matt Law of The Telegraph. I suggest you check him out. Chelsea are dying for midfielders, if you ask me, and many of you will agree. Again, it's like, drink every time I say this, but Chelsea have talented midfielders, but we don't have a proper midfield. It doesn't work. The profiles aren't there. Todd Boehly, who attends all Chelsea games he can, he went to go and watch England in Qatar win 6-2 over Iran, keeping a close eye on the likes of Declan Rice and Jude Bellingham, who he's already opened up dialogue to try and sign. Let's have a little readie. England stars are set to earn a World Cup cash bonanza with Premier League and European clubs on red alert by the opening game of thrashing of Iran. Midfielders Jude Bellingham and Declan Rice will be at the centre of the bidding wars between the likes of Real Madrid, Liverpool, Manchester United, Chelsea and Manchester City. 2-goal hero Bukayo Saka and Mason Mount, who played very well in that game, will resume contract talks with Arsenal and Chelsea on their return from the World Cup. Borussia Dortmund are hoping that Bellingham's performances and an increased global profile in Doha will push his price over £100 million. While West Ham faced the prospect of having to sell Rice for around £70 million, with both players expected to move in this summer window. Of course, Declan Rice will only have 12 months left in his deal with an option of 1. So technically it's 2, but that's why we want 150 million for Declan Rice, has now gone to, can we have 70 million for Declan Rice? Suddenly it's sounding sensible for a guy of that age, that profile. Sadly, that nationality always has a premium. It doesn't sound bad, does it? Rice has a contract set to expire in 2024, which means even if they do trigger the 12-month extension, next summer will represent the club's last chance to get a good fee for the 23-year-old. Of course, unless he signs a new deal, but he won't sign a new deal. They've offered him so much money. I read they offered him like an 8-year deal, something like ridiculous, like long-term, like stay here, we'll always pay you loads. He's literally just been like, no, I will not renew with West Ham, because he knows he can go to maybe any club he wants in the world. The thing is with Declan Rice, though, he just wants to come to Chelsea. He's a Chelsea boy, he's a Chelsea fan, he never wanted to leave. We released him. At least 2 clubs have already registered a strong interest in Rice, with West Ham expected to listen to offers, and Chelsea co-controlling owner Todd Boehly was inside the Khalifa International Stadium to see his assured performance next to Bellingham. Boehly was joined by business associates at the game in Iran, in which Chelsea forward Raheem Sterling scored, and Mason Mount earned high praise for his display. Yeah, Mason Mount was good. So what about Bellingham, right? Other than supporting his Chelsea players, Boehly would have kept a keen eye on Rice and Bellingham, with the Blues among the clubs interested in both midfielders. And that'll be pricey. Chelsea are almost looking to buy that England midfield, pair Mount with Rice and Bellingham. As reported by the Telegraph Sport, Chelsea's Boehly Clearlake owners quickly worked to make inroads into Bellingham's representatives, easy for me to say, as they prepare to join what is increasingly looking like a summer auction for the 19-year-old. Yeah, have you heard this kid speak, Jude Bellingham, post-match? He has, the maturity of a man far beyond his years, and he's performing great. I don't think he's got any injury issues. Granted, he's only 19, but, he just looks like he's going to cost serious peas. Chelsea will not enter a bidding war for Bellingham's as favourites, with Real Madrid, Liverpool and Man City also chasing the teenager. And you'd have to say, unlike Declan Rice, Bellingham will of course have no, affiliations or connections to Chelsea. The Stamford Bridge club face increasing competition for Rice. Rice has made it clear that he wants to win trophies and play regularly in the Champions League. Chelsea might not be in the Champions League next season, brother. And Chelsea may find convincing him of that slightly more difficult than in previous years, with the club out of the Carabao Cup and 8th in the Premier League table. Why are we going to say that, Matt? And bring us down. Why are you going to bring us down, man? Boehly's summer spend of over 200 million in the first transfer window, I think it was like 250, bro, underline the ambition of the new owners, but there is evidence that they need some patience in terms of Chelsea achieving their aims after replacing Tuchel with Potter. There have been suggestions that Bellingham and his representatives will take a leaf out of Erling Haaland's book and look at various categories, including Champions League. Would he go to Manchester City, Jude Bellingham? Yes, possibly. It also speaks about, Bukayo Saka maybe signing a new deal. And look, Mason Mount, he'll renew with Chelsea. I'm almost certain. Matt Law's speaking about 300k a week for Mason Mount because if we sign, like a Bellingham or someone like that, they will get something similar. So Mount should get something similar, which I kind of get, but it just feels unsavory. Look, my opinion on this is the same that it's been for a while. It's the same with N'Golo Kante, who of course probably is the most talented out of the bunch, but is never friggin', fit. What I would say is, give them the opportunity to earn up to that. Give them a high basic. So Mason Mount's on what? He's on 88k a week, which is nothing. Reece James has just signed like a 250k a week or 220. Just say to these guys, look, you can have a basic salary of 200k a week, which yes, poor them, but it can go up to 300k a week if you meet the incentives. Surely structure it like that. That's what Harry Kane's got at Tottenham, and it's made him score loads of goals and make loads of assists. All right, let's end this article on this bit here. A double swoop from Matt Law. It is not inconceivable that the club tries to sign both Bellingham and Rice this summer, and has described the pair because they complement each other so well for England. Quote, "We have played together 4 or 5 times now," said Rice. "I said to him in the tunnel before the game, this is your stage, go and flourish. I'll be there behind you to sweep up and give you the ball for you to go and do your thing." And boy, that worked. "I know my role in this team. I'm there to stand in front of the back 4, to protect, to get on the ball and move it around. Come to Chelsea. We need someone to protect the back 4. That's what we need." Asked if he or Bellingham are nervous ahead of their World Cup debuts in Qatar, Rice replied, "It was funny beforehand. I'm not usually a nervous type, but I had that feeling in my stomach. Excitement. Yeah, good boy. Once you step onto the pitch, you see your family there." This is just more quotes from Declan Rice. Look, man, we would all love CDM and Bellingham. Bellingham is going to cost serious money. I'm not putting it past Chelsea's new owners to spend a lot of money because seemingly that's their plans. That's their plans. They're going to spend money and build a super team, but they're going to trust a long-term process and hopefully joined up thinking, considering they've just hired the super happy Avengers team of recruitment staff from Southampton, Leipzig, Brighton, etc. You bought these guys, joined up thinking, have them in the group chat, talking to each other, going, yeah, we want this guy. I mean, it's easy for all of us to say, yeah, Bellingham, Rice, Nkunku, brilliant, But there needs to be a greater good plan here, and hopefully there is. And hopefully when football resumes domestically, Chelsea wins some friggin' games. That'll be a good start. I just want to jump over and read an extract from another of his articles that he's published, of course, talking about the big story in world football, Cristiano Ronaldo. Chelsea have no plans to sign Cristiano Ronaldo after he became a free agent. Boof. Ronaldo agreed to terminate his Manchester United contract after criticising the club in an explosive video interview. Do you know what, man? The fact that still Chelsea fans are on some Chelsea fans are on their knees for Cristiano Ronaldo after he's just done an interview infinitely worse than Romelu Lukaku to one of the planet Earth's most potent and global whoppers, Piers Morgan, on some cheapy talk show channel, criticising his employer, criticising his manager, criticising his teammates, and playing shit for months. I'll come to Chelsea. We want a bit of that, Granddad. Look, man, I respect Ronaldo, one of the greats, but come on, bro. Come on. You want that after the Lukaku thing. Come on, give your head a wobble. Anyway, Chelsea's Todd Boehly Clear Lake Capital owners have discussed the possibility of signing Ronaldo in the summer with former coach Thomas Tuchel. Tuchel was against the move, but he has since been replaced by Graham Potter. Ronaldo's availability on a free transfer immediately prompted speculation that Chelsea could renew their interest in the Portuguese. But the Telegraph Sport understands there's no plans for Chelsea to sign Ronaldo and the club to focus on other targets. And also, I read from other sources that indeed Potter is like, no thank you. Chelsea eventually signed striker Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang in the summer and have already set up a deal to sign Nkunku from Leipzig at the end of the season. It was French reports the last time we've spoken about it. Now it's a Matty Law. Everyone's saying Nkunku is in the bag, which is a positive piece of news. Any change of heart over Ronaldo would give Potter a huge selection problem and, listen to this, threaten to create disharmony in the dressing room. While Chelsea could look to sign a winger, in either January or next summer, much of their focus will be strengthening the midfield and defence. We've got a lot of defenders, but yeah, a winger is exciting and exotic. I mean, Ziyech will go, Pulisic might go, Hudson-Odoi, will he just raise his profile enough to get a permanent sale to, where is he, Bayer Leverkusen? Possibly. I think he's looked a little bit better lately. That'd be very interesting. I think the Bundesliga does suit Cho, but at the same time, he could be great. He's so young still. Anyway, we're not talking about that now. So Chelsea could look to sign a winger, midfielder, defence, etc. As reported by the Telegraph Sport, Chelsea are interested in both Bellingham and Rice. Of course, we've just spoken about that, but they're not in pole position for either man. Right, well, possibly not, but I'd like to think pole position potentially for Declan Rice, should we go in for him. If you said to Declan Rice, you can come back to Chelsea, you can play with your bestie, London, Southwest London, I think he would go for Chelsea, Maybe. I know he's ambitious. I guess if Real Madrid came in for him, he might just be like, yes, please. But, Real Madrid and Liverpool are the favourites to sign Bellingham. Yeah, I kind of felt that. While the two clubs are understood to express a strong interest in Rice. Chelsea are expected to hold talks over both players in the coming weeks. With West Ham resigned to losing their star man next summer. It goes on to say Chelsea are expected to make moves to sign Leipzig defender Joško Gvardiol and look at goalkeeping options. Of course, we spoke about Gvardiol yesterday with Chelsea considering the promotion of Levi Colwill in-house, of course. And the goalkeeping options, you just needed to watch Mendy play for Senegal after being poor for, Chelsea on the ball. I don't want to be too, critical of him in a Chelsea shirt since he's come in. He made a few good saves, but he had a few wobbly moments, but his form has descended profoundly, and it's sad to see. What do you think, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen? How do you feel? Cesar Cassio Honda goals, very exciting. Chelsea looking at elite, expensive midfielders. Are we just going to spend our way out of trouble? Will it work? What's going to happen? Are you happy Ronaldo's been ruled out? And what do you think we need in the January transfer window? Comment down below. I look forward to seeing all your thoughts, feelings, musings, opinions, etc. I thank you for joining me, and I thank you for liking and subscribing. It's very sweet of you. I'd like you to stick around for the long run here on Football Therapy, man. Yeah, I'm out, dude, so take care. Peace.